Now with his take on the issue. Good morning, Dr. Abloh.
Good morning. How are you guys?
You're great. Thank you. What is your take on this?
Well, here's the bottom line. The reason that the bathroom bill is center stage in the presidential campaign and now in a national boycott of Target that's up to about 500,000 people is because it represents more than bathrooms. We're not just talking about who's going to use which restroom. We're talking about whether closely held opinion of an individual will be allowed to overcome scientific data and history. Right? So if you believe that you are of one gender, but your DNA and your physical appearance and your physical anatomy are evidence that you are of another gender, and there's that conflict, then if we allow people culturally to dictate terms in our culture, then we also, by extension, may be in a position where we allow people to say that they're 65 when they're 45 and get Medicare, allow people to get tattooed head to foot and say, I'm a black person. Now, would that be offensive to black people if that person got affirmative action preferences at school? I think it might. Why? Because there's history, there's culture, there's reality. This is the leading edge, some would argue, I might, of an unraveling of our culture and perhaps our ability to plan for the future as a species.
Mm-hmm. So you're suggesting people can select their gender, they could select their race, they could select their age. How do we get to this place?
We got to this place because we care about people. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. Okay, I understand that. We're also too politically correct. But look, there's not a lot of scientific evidence that it's better to approach transgender youth with the opposite hormone because we inject them with massive doses of testosterone if they're female. To say, look, we'll make you more comfortable with your chosen gender. You know, we don't even explore. Should it be more estrogen? Should we go with nature and say maybe we'll make you more female, you'll feel more comfortable? There aren't these explorations. We don't treat with psychiatric medicines by and large to say maybe this is a bit of a fixed and false belief, not different than if you thought you were a black person when you're Caucasian. The science isn't even there. And so if we have a draft, God forbid, and we're trying to save our nation, are we really prepared for 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds to assert that they're really more like 12-year-olds? They feel it, they're immature, their whole families have said, look, much too immature to be drafted. That's where we're headed. Do we want to head there?
Keith has written a great op-ed. It's on foxnews.com. It's called The Real Reason Why the North Carolina Bathroom Bill Debate is Center Stage. Go to foxnews.com and check it out. Keith, thank you very much for getting up early.
Thanks, guys.